Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching It Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you guys so very much for joining me today. Okay, so as you can tell from the title, this isn't a yarny one. I've been asked a few questions a few different times about my hair, and so I figure why not? Just because, I guess. So I guess it's just kind of like the basic gist of, I don't know, like the Dreadlock origin story, I guess, like in Dread, whatever you call it, your Dread journey, like from wherever you start them and what all happens and all of those things. I've never really explained why I got them, and I've never really, I've talked about them a little bit. I've done a Dreadlock makeover, but I've never really discussed a whole lot about what I do. And so I just kind of figure why not? Like I said, I've been asked by a few people kind of what I do. I've been asked, if I wash them, if I brush them, if I do things like that. And so, I know that it's not the norm by any means to most people probably, so why not? Okay, first things first, speaking of your like Dread journey thing or whatever you kind of talk about, like how old they are, I guess. So the ones that are underneath, I guess I had partial dreads for like 6 months before I just went for it. So all of these that are the underneath ones, all of these guys are almost 3 years old. In June, I will have had these for 3 years. So they survived a global mess and everything else. We'll say that about it. We don't say the word, but yeah. So before all of that, I've had these. And then in October, these will be, oh no, that's not true. That's not true. These just turned 6 months difference, like October-ish, a little bit after, I guess. I had to think about it. Anyway, yeah, a little bit after I put the top ones in. So yeah, but these, yeah, almost 3 years old, which is wild. And I've taken these out a few times because I've been asked that before, like, do I have to just cut my hair all off if I decide that I don't want them? And no, I can get a brush and brush them out. I've done that before. Like I said, I had partial ones for a while, which is where my hair was loose, and then I had the ones underneath. And then I've taken these out a few times and just had bangs. Or not really a few times, just once, I guess. And anyway, but yeah, and just had bangs, and then I don't really like that. It's a lot to mess with them all being, some of it being loose hair and some of it being dreaded, I suppose. So yes. Okay, so like I said, so they're almost, part of them are almost 3 years old. I absolutely love them. I have loved dreadlocks since I was little. I've always thought they were beautiful on everybody. I've always thought they were so pretty, like, just, oh my goodness. Anyway. So I've always really liked them. If you guys have been on here, I've mentioned before my health stuff or whatever. I've just felt yuck for a while. Some stuff kind of happened a few years ago, and it made me realize that, you never know. So if you want to do something, do that thing, basically. It seems silly to, not do that thing and then end up, no regrets, right? So it's like, might as well. So I started with one, and that's this one right here. And I started with it, and I had it for like 3 days. Probably not even that, probably a day. And it was just like, I kept messing with it. It was like, oh, it's so cool. And I added Where's that? This one? And I think that later that day added this one. Yeah, that's right. Later that day added this one, and then within the week I had the bottom of them all done. Like suddenly I had like that for a while before I got brave enough to do the top, and I kept kind of trying to hide the bottom ones for a while. Like I would wear my hair, like flat iron my hair and put it over the top and make sure I didn't move a certain way so I wouldn't show them off. I don't know why. It was really bizarre, and then all of a sudden it was just like, yeah, I just want to go for it. I just want to do it. And so I did, and I love them. That's what my husband's like, I don't know what the deal is. He's like, you know why it took so long for that to be your look, but it should have been your look the whole time. So yeah, anyway, so we both really like them. I see no reason to turn back or whatever. So for the most part, I get nothing but really, really sweet comments. And honestly, the reason I'm making this is because I kind of got a crummy comment this morning. Woke up to a real, just unnecessarily rude comment. And it was just like, well, the comment said, why the awful hairstyle, and it ended in a period, so I couldn't decide if it was a statement or a question. I was really quite confused. But also I don't really know why it's anybody's dadgum business, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I was just like, really? Like, why would you say anything? Like, just do like your mama said and have anything nice to say. You don't even have to comment on YouTube. But yeah, it was just a heck of a thing to wake up to after the last little bit that I've had and that we've all kind of had in my family. It's been a rough little bit, and so I've just kind of been in a real blah mood, and so I don't take too kindly to folks who don't take kindly, you know what I mean? And so I don't know, I don't see any point. Like on YouTube I've seen some really warped things because, like I said, I like true crime and you know, stuff like that, and so I've seen some really not cool things, like family vloggers, things like that are just not cool. People who just, yeah, like it's insane. If you go down like the rabbit hole of family vlogging, it gets very, very dark very, very quickly. And anyway, there are some warped things that I have seen on YouTube, and never one time have I left a dislike, and I don't see any reason to leave a comment. It's like, if you don't like it, if you're not into it, you can simply click off and you don't have to watch that thing. And I've said this before, and I have friends on here that get crummy comments, and there's been a couple times that I've been like, hey, talk about my friend like that. I'll comment on someone's comment, because it's just like, what is the point, you know? Like, how miserable do you have to be to comment about someone's hairstyle that has nothing at all? Like, how does this affect you? Oh wait, it doesn't. They don't know you. Even if I did, it doesn't affect you. It's just hair. And the whole fact that you look at me and that's what you see first is my hair, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you're just like done, and you don't like peel back the layers like an onion or a cake, whichever. Anyway, like, you know, you don't see past that. That says so much more about you than it does about me, and it's kind of sad. And so yeah, I was just like, you know, you don't have to leave crummy comments, and you don't, you know, even if whatever, you don't have to, it's okay. And but yeah, so I wanted to make this video for a little while, just kind of explaining why, I guess, but that kind of prompted me even more so to just like, okay, this is my story, this is my song, you know, type of a thing. Just because it's, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. But yeah, it was like, why such an awful hairstyle? And I was just like, oh, okay, wow. I don't know you. And yeah, this is YouTube. I've received that comment before. It's like, well, you know, you put it up on YouTube, so therefore people can comment. Like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You know, I know that not all people are nice, but you don't have to comment mean things. You know, just because I put it up on YouTube And I'm not talking necessarily about my hair. Like, I've gotten crummy comments about my health before, and I've mentioned that same thing. Like, why, you know, if you don't have anything to say, don't say anything at all. And people will say stuff like, well, I don't know why you would think that no one would say anything. This is YouTube. It's like, yeah, but you don't know me. You don't know anything at all about my health. I'm sitting here telling you what's wrong with me, and you're guessing at things and telling me that it's something completely different, and that's rude and it's hurtful. Like, hair aside, there's nothing to do with it, like health stuff. If you don't know what's going on with someone and you're trying to be like, well, I think it's this, or, you know, I had a second cousin twice removed from my aunt's side who did this. Okay, you know, like, if I'm just telling my story, that's completely different than me asking for unsolicited advice, because that's basically, sums that all up. Because especially, like I said, to be like, you know, well, this is YouTube, so people are going to comment whatever. This is, you know, an open forum, so therefore, you know, people can have opinions. I don't mind having, please, let's have opinions. Let's talk about something that matters, or something that's whatever, absolutely. But my hair and my health, what are you going to contribute to that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not your, what does that have to do with anything? I don't understand. I wouldn't go on someone's thing that I had no idea what they were talking about health-wise and be like, well, you know, have they checked you for migraines? You know, like, have you tried taking this thing? That's like the nerve. That's so rude. So anyway, this got completely off of my hair onto whatever. I guess whoever needs to hear it, if you don't have to leave a comment. It's okay. And even nice ones, no one's making you. You know what I mean? Just, I appreciate them. Do not get me wrong. I just don't understand why say anything, you know? Especially if that, if you're going to say something and be snotty about it, at least use correct punctuation so you don't look ridiculous. Because that's what I even said. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Is this a question or a statement? Like, what? What are you saying? And just be like, why the awful hairdo, period? Like, what? So anyway, be snotty, check your grammar. Thank you. Okay. Anywho, all that to say, back to my hair. So yes. So like I said, I felt crummy. If you've been here, you know this. If not, it's nice to meet you. I have felt crummy for a while. And so it was just kind of like one of those, who's to say, you know, how long you're going to be here. Make yourself happy, do the things that make you happy. Don't let anybody's opinion or otherwise deter your plans to be happy. And so that's kind of what that was. So that's why I just went for it and did all of them. And as soon as I did them, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is what it's supposed to be like. This is what it's supposed to be. And I love them, and my husband loves them, and Miss B is one of the most honest little children you ever will know. And I asked her one day if she liked them, and she said that yes, they suit me. And that was one of the nicest compliments that I've ever received, because I know that she was being completely honest. So it was very sweet. I was like, why, thank you. So anywho, so that's why I have them, because you never know. I've always wanted them, and why not? And it's just hair. It's like it grows out. It's like your fingernails. Like it's not even alive whenever it grows out. It's just stuff, and it's just hair, and you can change the color of it and cut it all off and do whatever. And if you're lucky, it grows back, and you know, it's just hair, and that's okay. Worst case scenario, put a wig on it if you mess it up too much. You know, it's just hair. It doesn't matter. It's not a face tattoo. It's just hair. So anyway, no offense to you with a face tattoo. Just kidding. Do you? That's what I'm saying. Do you. Be you. You are who you are. You can't be anyone else. It'd be weird to try to be anyone else. So therefore, be yourself. Express yourself. Be all that you can be. You know what I mean? Like, no one else is gonna be this person, so might as well keep about it being this person. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so anyway, So yes, that's what the purpose of them. I have my beads, like sporadically throughout. There are beads. Usually I have them a lot more decorated. My husband and I have been talking about that. I kind of miss having them decorated because usually they have beads and there's little colorful, pretty things all in them. And yeah, I haven't really done that. I took my extensions out, so they have been really, really, really long before, and they have been really, 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 really blonde before. But right now it's just my hair. And these are like this because that's where I used to bleach my hair. My hair has been, think of a color under the rainbow. Why yes, it's been that color. And so that's what this all is. It's just kind of my scary moments. Not my scary moments, but just I like to bleach. Anyway, so this is all that. And I haven't dyed my hair for that long, so that's pretty cool. Well over 3 years now. Like it's been probably 4.5 years since I've dyed my hair, and that's one reason I kind of whatever, because why not? You know, same thing with dyeing your hair. It's like why? It's just hair. Same thing. It's just hair. But I got kind of tired of not dyeing it and was like, why not dreads? It's the next logical step for you, Dewey. You know what I mean? So all right. So, in order to keep them cute, which they're not real cute right now simply because I have felt awful and I haven't been messing with them. So normally they're not like these little baby hairs, but I mentioned this on here before. Maybe. I think I have. I know I made a video one time to do this and then I just kind of didn't. But anyway, or I didn't upload it. So what I do is just get all the ones that are in that dread. That one is not. And just kind of gather them up like this. And I have little bitty tiny crochet hooks. I have a 0.75 millimeter with 3 hooks on it. They all have either 1 or 2 hooks. 0.75 with 2 hooks. 0.75 with 1 hook. So then all the rest of these, let's see, a 0.5 with 3 hooks. I have a couple of them in my purse. These are all my favorites. These are like actual Dreadlock, which are all just hooks. Let's be honest, we crochet. These are all Dreadlock ones, the ones with the bamboo handles. And these all just came in a crochet. Excuse my fingernails. I need to fix my hair. I need to fix my nails. What can I say? I need to have a spa day. Anyway, these all came in one of my crochet hook kits, and they are my favorite. So I use my 0.6 millimeter. It's a big old thing right there. Look how large. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab, I'm gonna hold it tight up here. Like I said, you get all the hair in one, and then I'm just gonna go and grab the hair and pull it back to the middle. So yes, I crochet my hair as well as blankets and amigurumis and gnome homes. But you just do this and just keep working those little hairs in there. It probably sounds crunchy, but it's okay. It's not breaking my hair. It sounds like it might be, but always pull them all in. All the way down it. So see, it's already looking better than it was. Yay, am I right? So you just keep going all the way down like that. And then you know, do the next one. So when you get done with it, I have tightening spray, which I have, it's Dreadlock's. I have the fresh scent and my favorite patchouli fields. It smells so good. It smells so good. So you can just spray it just a little, and it's tightening, so it'll like lock those extra hairs in. Take that, you palm over it, and then it just kind of helps snatch it all back in there. So like I said, I need to do with these where it looks like I have fan bangs, because that's not cute, but just that, and then it kind of snatches it back. And then usually like depending on if I washed it the day before from washing it that day. I usually wash my hair like every other day, every third day, something like that. It just kind of depends. And usually like I focus more on my scalp and then kind of do this part. But usually I don't try to do it every single day just because like I don't want it to build up, although this says that it doesn't build up, but I don't want it to. But in the mornings I'll kind of flip my hair and spray this on it and then flip it back and maybe spray it again, and so that way they just smell really, really good. So my dreads never smell bad. So that's one thing that if you use the right products, then they won't. So like for my shampoo, I use like pretty much everything free shampoo. It's paraben free, sulfate free, alcohol free, all of the things, like very, very, very natural, hippy dippy shampoo. And I use that. I get it at Walmart. It's Rin Pure. It's not really that hippy dippy, I suppose. Like, you can get it at Walmart, you know. It's pretty mainstream. Anyway, but yeah, I use that, like I said, and I make sure and get my scalp really good, and then just kind of work them out, and I wash it in sections. So like I'll pull this part up like this, and I can do this and make a bun real fast if I'm in the shower. Boom. And then I'll just like scrub this, wash this section, take this apart, wash the next section, wash this section. Then like once it's all down or whatever, just kind of go back through. See, now it's like a hot mess. Anyway, go back through and then rinse it out in sections, because I don't want any soap to stay in it by any means. But also if you have soap in it, and if the water, like if moisture stays in it, that's when they get mildewy, and that's whenever they smell. Also, if you use, like if I were to use just regular shampoo, name a brand, yes, that one, kind of like the rainbow colors, just yes, that one. Anything that's not like free of all of the things, if I just used a regular shampoo, then all of that's kind of like the buildup I was talking about, that'll get in there, and that's what makes them mildew and makes them smell, which is really gross. And so I avoid that. Just use good things and we're fine. So yeah, so then I make sure, like days that I wash it early, that way it has plenty of time to dry. I put it up in a towel for about 20 minutes after I wash it, and that way it kind of soaks up some of the moisture. You can go through and blow dry them. I don't normally do that because I don't know why, but yeah, so I just kind of let them air dry, let them do their thing. I mentioned before that if like we go somewhere and like go swimming, and I get my hair wet, like as soon as we get back, I need to wash my hair and wash anything out, because like say there's just, if we go to the creek or to the lake or somewhere in Germany like that, or even, you know, to a pool, the chlorine like stays inside of there, then it can be really bad. Same thing, it can mildew, the chlorine can like bleach it or make it break, and those aren't cool. So go back, do the same routine, scrub it really good, wash it really good, maybe twice because it's chlorine and creek water. Anyway, wash it really good and let it dry. As soon as you get back, do not leave it in there. But yeah, I rarely put my head under the water at the creek. I think one time I did last summer, and that's all I could think about. It's like, I need to go wash my hair. Ew. But yeah, let's see. These are my hair deals, my hair ties. Most people's are little bitty, like the little ones. Those are the ones I use whenever I pull it halfway up, or if I just pull it up and pull that through one time, then that's a ponytail. These are the ones I usually use, and I'll flip my hair upside down and then wrap it twice, and then that's how I get that wonky ponytail. And pretty much anything I use these, like I said. But for them, I mean, for if I do a half up thing, like I said, I can put the little tiny ones in one time. If I do a whole ponytail, I can put those in one time, but it's pretty tight. But yeah, so anyway, you get these at Walmart. They're like $3.97 for like 10 of them or something. Once again, Walmart, so It's really not that, it's pretty mainstream, I guess. But yeah, anyway. And then also, at nighttime, I am supposed to, but I have not been. But I have these little things I put on my hair. I made this one. I don't even remember which yarn this was. But, Stiddle double, this is one of the tutorials that I keep promising you all that I have not brought to you all. But anyway, I put this on, and then it covers this part, and then whenever I'm on my pillow and things, and it doesn't do this so much, but I haven't been doing that. I kind of just keep forgetting, so there's that. I have these, and I have a bunch that are just like cloth or cotton that work better than the ones with the holes. I'll wear this sometimes too and do like a fun, well, why not, let's just do a hairstyle. But anyway, the cotton ones work really well. They have those at Dollar Tree, and then sometimes you can just cut the sleeve off of a t-shirt and wear that, just to kind of keep them all in place. Let's see, where my edge is. There it is. Do a cute hairstyle real fast just for fun. Why not? Maybe. And get it on my head. Super cute. Alright. So, let's do a half up look, just cause. And another thing that I really like is like that. I said that I use that hair dough or whatever. If I do it just right, I don't even need a hair dough. I can just use one of the dreads and wrap it around, which is really cool. And then I have a hair dough like wherever I go, so that's fun too. Just say. Okay, so pull them through, one back, and do one of those. Takes like 4 seconds. Move those out of the way just for a second. Put this up, even though it does not match our outfit. Let's pretend like it does. Okay. Make sure it's cute. Right there. Okay. Then we make this cute. It's gotta be cute. Just separate them out. Maybe fluff it a little bit more. Kind of like that high weird bun thing. Kind of always have. So there we go. And then there's a hairstyle. So they're just that simple. So whenever I do a ponytail, I seriously flip it up and I'm like, there we go. For the other bun, I mean, you guys saw how fast I did the one thing and twisted. I do that for my whole head. It takes 5 whole seconds. So I love them for that. Like if we're out doing whatever, you know. I remember before, it used to drive me crazy because I couldn't ever find a hairdo. Now I don't really need one. I just do it just right. Or I can even do like a regular ponytail and just take 2 dreads and do it like this, and then make like a ponytail and do that. Let's do that. Why not? That'll be fun. But yeah, this thing goes back a ways, and so then it just stays on there like a so. But okay, let's keep some long ones out. There we go. So make a ponytail, you know, like you do, and then just grab these. Wrap them around, and then tuck them inside of the one you already wrapped, like with the same dread. Tuck it inside of itself, I guess, where you already wrapped, and you can kind of pull, and then boom. Don't even need a hair gel. It's beautiful. I love it. It's beautiful that I don't need a hair gel. Ponytail could have turned out a little bit better, but it's beautiful that I don't need a hair gel. So yeah, see, and just like that, it comes apart. Looks so cute. So yeah. Anywho, I said I need to work on it more often than I do, for sure. I know one girl that I watch here on YouTube, and she says that every night she does like 5 ever dreads, like tightens them and does all those things. I'm usually crocheting. Whenever we're sitting, like whenever they just watch TV, that's what she does. I'm like, oh, I need to do that. That's usually, yeah, crochet time. So I need to do that, but I don't. I would rather sit in front of a mirror whenever I do it, just so I make sure and get my lines right and make sure I get my sections correctly, because I don't want to mess them up. I went to get them professionally done one time when I was getting all my treatments and things, and the lady got them all messed up. I don't know how. She kept telling me what a great job I had done on my sections, because I did, like I said, I did them all myself. I maintained them all myself. People spend big money, and I had one girl at one point that came here to my house, and I put hers in and maintained hers for her. It was a pretty good deal there for a little bit, and then she moved, of course. But anyway, but yeah, don't tell anybody. All right, cool. It was just a friend thing. But anyway, yeah, so I went to have them done professionally, and like I said, she kept telling me what a great job I had done on the sectioning and how wonderful they were, and yada yada yada, you know, you yada yada over the best part. But over the next like 2 weeks, all I did was fix, I mean, I feel like all I did was fix them. Like there were parts that I didn't have to, but then there were so many that she would take little like hair, a couple of hairs from this one, say, and put it in with this one, which hurts a whole lot whenever they're moving about and doing their thing. That's why you section them like you do and make sure that they go to the right one, so that way they don't pull, because it's still your hair, you know. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's like, okay. And so that's why I haven't been back. I would love to go back somewhere and have them done, just to not have to worry about it or think about it, but I'm kind of afraid to. So yeah, so I just do them myself, and then I use my handy dandy notebook. Just kidding. Handy dandy crochet hooks. These are all the ones I have. And then I have 2 more that are the 0.5. And so yeah, I love those. Like I said, the ones I got with my actual crochet hook kit are my favorites, I have to say. But I do that, and then like I said, just spray them, wash them like normal. Like I said, put them up in a towel. Kind of explained that whole thing. No, I don't brush them. I've been asked that a few times. I do not brush them. The ends, I have my ends loose, because you can have them like blunt or in like whatever, and they're just kind of flowy and whatever, but I don't even brush that part. They stay flowy and pretty. And my curls are still in there. Like you can see that my hair's pretty wavy just from the ends. Let's see. I really don't know what else to say. That's really kind of, yeah, like I said, whenever I had extensions in them, I made those. I just got like synthetic hair, just like the regular extensions, and then I made dreads. And so yeah, and I have some that I've made out of string and yarn and different things, and I've added to. I'll try to find that video where I discuss that, kind of show you guys that, like my different decorations. Yeah, I miss the beads. I used to have them really pretty all the time, and so I need to do that, but I don't do much, so it seems silly to kind of wear them around and carry them around, because they get heavy. That's part of the reason I took all the length off of them, because they got very heavy. I took about 6 or 8 inches off of them at least, because they were down past my waist. So yeah, but I like them. That's why they get bigger also, just in case you guys didn't know that. So like whenever you start them out, they're smaller, but then they slowly get bigger because you lose so many hairs, you know, and instead of them falling out, they just stay inside of the dread. So that's what makes them get thicker. And I have to go in and like pull them apart and things, like make sure that they're not, which I mean mine won't be probably, but like make sure they're not all together at the roots, because they can grow all into one if you don't take care of them and move them and make sure that, you know, like that they're away from each other. Like I said, I try, aside from all my hairs not being in, they're clean, and I try to take really good care of them. They kind of are a pain in the booty. They're a little bit more work for sure than I thought that they would be. It's kind of like having bleach blonde hair. Like it's kind of high maintenance, to be quite honest. But I love them. I absolutely love them, and I can't imagine. I see pictures of myself and it's weird, and like all my family says that too. They're like, you look so weird just in your regular hair. I'm like, right? Yeah, that's so too. So yeah, I absolutely love them. They're a lot of fun. So there you go. So I have them because I like them. That's why the hairdo. Because I knew what I want. That's why. So once again, be you, be yourself, be happy. No one else is gonna be you. At the end of the day, no one pays as much attention to you as you think they do. You think everyone's all worried about you and in your business. They're really not. Yeah, just do it. Just whatever that thing is. Unless it's something really crazy that's gonna like hurt other people around you. You know what I mean? Or yourself. Don't do those things. If it's just hair or just whatever, then just hair, just tattoos, just whatever. I mean, I could go to a few different things there, but yeah, just why not, you know? It's not affecting anyone else. Like what you like, love what you love. You know what I mean? So, alright. So, that is it. Those are my dreadlock tails. Spell it 2 ways if you would like. Tailstales. Alright, anyway. So yeah, a dreadlock story. That is mine. So yeah, that's why I have them, because why not? That's a main gist of how I take care of them, because why not? And if you guys have any other questions, comments, let me know. Concerns, maybe keep to yourself. I'm not sure. But anyway, just kidding. But yeah. Alright. So thank you guys so very much for watching this non-yarny random weirdness. I appreciate you all so very much. You'll have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe. And I will talk to you guys soon.